Manual camera switching can get really tedious, especially on energetic podcast shows where people talk fast, talk over each other, and jump in mid sentence. By the time you react, the moment's already gone. I love automation, so I'm always looking for ways to make the system respond intelligently instead of relying on human reaction time. Hi there, I'm Hansel, and this is my first time doing a video like this, so I might appear a bit jittery or off. If so, just please bear with me. I'm going to try to make this go as smooth as possible, all right? I came over from photography world into the video world. I recently decided to transition over doing more video to expand my skill sets, and I got this wonderful opportunity to do podcast recording. Yeah, one of the things that I noticed about auto switching, I've been on a lot of Reddit forums and everything and watched a lot of YouTube videos, and one of the things that many people talk about is the challenge of isolating the microphone outputs to each individual camera, because most mixers, like the ones we work with mostly the RODECaster Pro II. Yeah, most mixers, the output is going to be a mix of all the microphones. So I don't know how the majority of producers and engineers do it. I'm not too sure how they were able to isolate each microphone to each camera that way. It seemed like the technology didn't exist at all. But one day I was fiddling around with the RODECaster Pro II's settings, and I was also reading about it too, reading the manual and learning about its settings as well. And when I was navigating through the menus, one of the things that I learned was there's a feature in there called routing for whatever output you're choosing. So for pretty much what a lot of people do, and what we do here is we will use the headphone out, one of the headphone outs to the mixer's mic in. That's one of the ways to get the audio from the mixer into the switcher. That's one of the ways to do it. But when I saw the routing feature where you can route microphones independently to specific headphone outputs, a light bulb went off in my head, and I figured, wait a minute, this could be a good way to implement video follows audio and get it to work. When I first tried it out, I got quite excited because it worked. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here to talk about. I have not seen any YouTube tutorial videos on this or anyone talk about it. So maybe and I'm quite sure that a lot of people who've been doing this a long time, they already know about this. Maybe they already know about this feature, but because I haven't seen anything, I figured, I would create a video and share, what I learned with you all and how I get it to work. Let me go ahead and finish up right here and get off of this set here, and let me walk over to my workstation and let me show you guys how I do it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so as I said before, what I'll do is I'm going to go into the menus. So I'm going to tap the settings icon here. All right, and then I'm going to select outputs on the configuration tab. And right there, you see it? right there is where we have routing. All right, and as you can see, we got several different outputs from this video, but the ones I'm focused on is headphone outputs 1 through 4. Okay, so for some reason, first thing I want to explain is when I was playing around with this, this is something I discovered. It's outputs 2 through 4 that will allow you to do this routing. I don't know if, I don't think I made a mistake or anything there. I think it's something Rode did intentionally by only allowing you to do through 2 through 4. I think they designated headphone output 1 for the producer engineer behind the camera, so that the individual, whoever's in control of producing the show, can monitor the sound of every microphone of each speaker. So that one is headphone number 1 is designated for the producer. So only 2 through 4 will allow you to do this routing. And you know, so let me start off here. Let me select headphone number 2. And as you can see, it's got all 4 mics turned on that output on headphone number 2. So I have, so for the the setup on this show here, I have 2 microphones and 3 cameras. Yeah, one camera, the camera number 1 is for speaker number 1, and camera number 2 is for speaker number 2, or the second person, that's whoever the guest is. So that's how I got it set up there. I'll go back down here and come back up. Over. All right. Now we're back here. Okay, so right now on headphone out number 2, all 4 are turned on. So I'm gonna so on headphone, on this output here, I only want microphone number 1 to come through it, not the others. So I don't think you have to turn off these other outputs, but I'm gonna turn them off anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off each of these outputs. Turn off, oops. 2. Okay, there we go. So now I got microphone output routed to headphone output number 2. And let me move over to headphone number 3. There we are. And so for headphone number 3, I'm going to turn off all of the other outputs except for number 2. So on headphone output number 2, I got microphone. No, okay, my apologies. Let me correct myself. So on headphone output number 3, I have microphone number 2 routed to that one. So I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna step out of there. And then next, over here, where you can see where we have the headphone outputs, 1 through 4. I'm gonna go ahead and connect each one to the specific camera that I want to connect it to. All right, so let me get this going. All right, so I'm back, and as you can see, I went ahead and plugged in the cables. Right here, I got headphone out number 2, which is which microphone number 1 is routed to. I have it, let's take a look. I have it running all the way to camera number 1, and I have it plugged into the microphone input of camera number 1. You can see it right there. All right, and headphone output number 3, which is assigned to microphone number 2. I got it running to camera number 2, plugged in to the microphone input. All right, make sure everything's working. Got the ATEM switcher over here, RODECaster audio mixer, and the MixEffect third-party app that's required to make the video follows audio auto switch working. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Yeah, so it's time to get this show on the road. All right, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I'm at camera 1. Camera 1, microphone 1 here. All right, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Now I'm at camera 2, microphone 2. Okay, now I'm back at microphone number 1 now. And as you can see, it works seamlessly. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Back at camera 2, microphone 2. All right, testing 1 2 3. Back at camera 1. Okay, you might have noticed that after a moment of silence, what I have it set at is at a moment of silence, I got it set to switch to the wide angle view, center camera, after a moment of silence. So I'm gonna stop speaking and it should switch automatically. Okay, now I'm back at camera number 2 now. And yep, still working. And back at camera 1. Back at camera 1. Switch back to me now. Come on. Okay. Okay, now testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Had a bit of a pause there. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Back at camera 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Back at camera 1. Okay, it switched to center camera due to the moment of silence. Now I wanted to switch back to camera 1. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm back over here at camera 2 now. Now it's back at center camera due to the moment of silence. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yep. Put me back on camera 2 now. And I'm back at camera 1 now. Back at camera 1. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but yeah, as you can see, it works. And yeah, I love this automation thing. It's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I plan to keep using this in my workflow to give me a smooth, pretty much just give me smooth transitions, you know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just up here just running my mouth off. And yeah, as you can see, back over here, camera 1 now. All eyes on me, right over here. And as you can see, it works. Pretty cool stuff. I like this. I love this automation stuff here. Yeah, it's definitely a cool tool to have and add to your workflow, and allows for you to have a good mistake-free recording. And I decided to move back over, right over here to camera number 1 again. And still working. Working absolutely like it should. Back over here at camera 2 now. And yes, as you can see, this is it's fun to play around with this. I can stay in the studio all day and mess around with this stuff. So yeah, go ahead and switch back over to the, yeah, there you go. Yeah, switch back over to the wide angle view. And I would like you to switch back over here to camera 2 now. Going back over to the wide angle view. Nice. Now back over here to camera 2 now. Yeah, just come on, switch back on over here to camera 2. Hello? Yeah, just go ahead. Come on back over here to camera 2. Yep, that's great. I'm gonna so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I think I demonstrated this enough for you, and as you can see, it works great and everything. And as long as I keep talking, that camera will stay on me. But once I stop talking, goes back to the wide angle view. And okay, I think you've seen enough of this. I think you've seen enough of this back and forth, this auto switching back and forth here and everything. So for some reason it's stuck back on camera 3 now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, back to camera 1. And I think you've seen enough of this. I demonstrated it and it works great. And I love using this. And there you have it. Oh, one something a content creator and people have asked me is, with automation, can you run a podcast show without a producer / engineer working behind the camera, working behind the set? And my personal opinion, I think the answer to that is yes and no. Okay. And what I mean by yes and no is if the content creator you're working with, or if you're the type of person who wants things to work seamlessly. Did I say that correctly? Seamlessly. I think I'm saying that correctly. All right, yeah. If you want things to work seamlessly and not deal with any extra editing behind the computer, I would say no. I would rather have that producer engineer behind the scenes, keeping an eye on things, just in case there's a extended delay in switching or something disconnects or turns off. That way he can take over manually, he or she can take over manually and, continue producing the show. But because, so for the yes part, yes, you can do it. If you are the type of content creator or the producer who doesn't mind if something goes wrong, going back and editing the entire cuts of the entire show, you don't mind doing that. Well, yeah, you can do it because you have in the ATEM, you have a ISO recording each camera. So you can go back and you can edit the cuts. Or if, in the case of what I do, if you also record in camera, that's even a bonus. So now you got a backup recording where you can migrate the camera files, each recording, into the software and create a multicam clip and edit the show that way. You can do it that either way it'll work. Either way it works. Yeah, that's what I mean by yes and no. So yeah, I still either way, I would prefer somebody be behind the camera and making sure things are working seamlessly. All right. Yeah, that's all I had to share with you. If you have any suggestions or questions, or you have any kind of feedback you want to get me, it's much welcome. Feel free to critique me, criticize me, whatever. Tell me if you've seen something, if your experience out there and you've seen something that I seen something about the setup that I have that's something that you don't think is right, please feel free to share it with me. I'm open to constructive criticism. I appreciate you guys hanging out and sticking around and watching this video. Again, please feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the below in the section. And it was nice doing this. Happy holidays, happy new year, and till next time.